This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
The Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, PETROAN, says it has resolved a dispute with the Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products, which threatened petrol supply in Rivers State. PETROAN had asked the state government to intervene in the matter to avoid the possibility of fuel scarcity. Now, the dispute was resolved late yesterday evening, and we will be bringing you a conversation this morning as we will be joined in just a few moments by Joseph Obele, who is the Public Relations Officer at PETROAN. Mr. Obele joins us in just a few moments. Now, PETROAN, of course, is the association that is entirely in charge of the, well, at least in this particular case, it's an association, as we pointed out, of petroleum products retail outlet owners across the country. And Mr. Obele will be joins us right now. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So, to jump right into it, what can you tell us about the resolution of this dispute?
Okay. Once again, my name is Dr. Joseph Obele. I'm the National PRO of Petroleum Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, PETROAN, and also a lecturer at Ignatius Ajuri University. Nice having you over here. Okay. There was a new association in the oil and gas sector called ADITOP. ADITOP is the acronym for the Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products. And we have a model or an umbrella body called NUPENG. And NUPENG basically has to give an endorsement to any new entrance or new body. So this body called ADITOP, I think it could be a breakout of some agreed NUPENG members also. I don't really know the background. But it could be a split out group from NUPENG also, arising from some internal conflict they were having years back. So they were trying to gain entrance to the depots as it concerns revenue collection. And the starting point was put to be Rivers State. So on Wednesday last week, they put their men at all the loading depots, and their men block all the trucks that they can't go in without paying levies. And all the truck drivers and every person in the whole depot in Nigeria, we are aware that all levies and dues are basically paid to NUPENG and other bodies as endorsed and agreed by all the stakeholders. So it was a great surprise and it was a big fight. And the depot, the loading environment of petroleum products is too sensitive for us to have thuggery and all these dragging and all those conflicts over there. So the Rivers State Commissioner of Police, the governor of Rivers State stepped in, and at that point, NUPENG shut down the whole loading operations in Rivers State. So no truck was coming in and no truck was leaving Rivers State. And that was to cause a very big fuel scarcity and economic crisis in Rivers State. Until the governor intervened via the Commissioner of Energy and the Commissioner of Police, and NUPENG have suspended the strike that started last week in Rivers State, and yesterday, Monday, loading up commenced in Rivers State. So I want to thank the Commissioner of Police and the government of Rivers State. So
I'm curious, what's the guarantee that the governor's intervention is enough to stop this from happening again?
The Commissioner of Police directed ADITOP, the body called ADITOP, not to come by duress or not to force themselves on people. And I think they were advised to use legal means than using voice and thuggery and all those stuff. I don't know the next line of action, but they have asked to pull out all the tables and canopies and points from all the loading depots.
So, ADITOP has been operational, as we understand it. This is since they've been operational for a few years now. The last thing I saw said somewhere around maybe 20.
I was careful to use the word I used. The word I used was trying to gain entrance. They might be registered by CAC for a long time, but they were trying to gain entrance to all the depots. They don't have any establishment or any point. If you go to every depot, you see a point called Ipman, a point called Petrol, a point called Pengasan, Nupeng, CTD, and the rest. Everybody has a canopy and a point for collection or whatever.
Right.
So they've never gained this entrance.
So let me ask you this, and you're right, they've been established since 2012, right? So I'm curious, for them to have their points at every depot, like you've mentioned, what do they need? What's the due process they're supposed to have followed?
The due process is you must get an endorsement from Nupeng. It is practically impossible for any person to step into the oil and gas sector and you commence collection of levy and dues from operators in this sector without Nupeng giving you an endorsement. It's practically impossible. So then they were like undermining the relevance of Nupeng, and they didn't use reconciliation, they didn't use negotiation as a tool of getting endorsement. They never used that.
Right.
So there was like, they have been quoting the Nigeria Constitution that says that freedom of association, that every person is entitled, and to the stakeholders, the disadvantage of allowing any person step in and impose levy on people, that will further reflect at the buying point. Whatever we incur as a cost of logistics for buying this product, we add it at the buying. So Nupeng is protecting the general public. You know, you don't just step in and add levy of 30, 20,000 as the case might be. Don't do that. Let stakeholders agree. And stakeholders have never agreed that ADITOP should go in. Yet ADITOP says by all means we must go in.
All right. Well, thank you, sir, for your time on this conversation. We do appreciate it. Joseph Obele is the Public Relations Officer of the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association, PETROAN, and he joined us this morning to speak on the resolution of a dispute between the Association of Distributors of Transporters and, the Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products and PETROAN, which could have threatened petrol supply in Rivers State.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.